Welcome to the Masters Day podcast, everybody. It's me, Samurai, your host as always, and I'm here with Sam. Dino's probably gonna
Yep.
come later.
Yeah. So I will be go with my thoughts first because usually Dina goes first, but he's not here right now, and I don't really have much time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, not.
which episode is this? Like 79 or something?
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever episode number it is, you will probably add it in the name of the video. I wanted to talk about what the episode was about. So this episode was about Chloe and her Evie going to the Johto region for the first time, I think. And there she met her lookalike, who was apparently some sort of queen or princess or something.
Yeah, it's episode 79.
They copy pasted the plot from DP once again.
Hmm.
Anyway, so despite my issues, that's not really an issue because you see, Pokemon franchise has been doing it for a good chunk of time now. Reused episode plots are just extremely common. And I will be
Yeah.
talking about the other aspect of the episode, that is the actual episode, what it was about. So, first off, Chloe wanted to see the evolutions, which is like quite
Mm,
generic. And like, yeah, she has done it before with Vaporeon, but that was more of an Eevee's choice. This time it was Chloe's. So this decision is kind of a double-edged sword to me because yeah, it's
mm,
nice to know what these evolutions are, but if she really wants to meet them, there is literally a lab beside in Verminion City where there are all sorts of evolutions. Won't it be
mm.
easier to just go there and meet everyone in one go rather than just meeting them separately like this? Separately, I mean. But keeping that
Yeah.
episode, that little point aside, I will be talking about what the actual episode was. So, yeah, Chloe and her Eevee meets Espeon and Umbreon, which are by far my favorite evolution. So I was satisfied at that end. Her interactions of Eevee and the evolutions was nice. And then we saw Chloe and her Eevee and Chloe and her look-alike being, I don't know, her name was Haruhi, I think.
Haruhi, yeah, Haruhi.
They exchanged their clothes so that they can experience life as each other. Literally the same plot as DP. I'm not going to let this one go. But yeah, then the things starts to shape up a bit since Chloe was kidnapped by this dude whose name I forgot, who also smacked Evie into the wall. And then we saw some stupid plot armor from Evie's side, which allowed it to know what the location of Chloe was. And then we saw the battle scene where, for some reason, Go did say how he and Grookey are going to take a part in this battle, but they didn't because, wow, let's use the evolutions for this. That was stupid. Like, okay, that was not stupid from the episode's point of view itself, but like,
Mm.
I want Grookey to do something, man. He has not been doing anything ever since his capture. This is the same problem I had with Sobel. So yeah, then the solar eclipse happened, at which Umbreon and Espeon both got their powers, and yeah, they kind of used their powers with Eevee using copycat all over again, and they got rid of the villain, or the antagonist of the
Mm.
episode, and then the antagonist turned good thanks to Chloe's lookalike, and the episode ended. Despite my, you can say, unenthusiastic, um, despite my lame review of the episode, it was actually pretty good because I like the character of the days for once. Usually they are like extremely boring, like that Sophocles. This episode was fine. I like the character of the days. The plot was, in my opinion, better than the Vaporeon one, and it was just okay, nothing offensive. So I would give this episode a rating of like a 7 out of 10. It was okay. Not like the best one, but it was fine. Now you may
Yeah.
go. Thoughts.
Okay, so this episode was mid. Like yeah, last week's episode, it was quite mid. I'm not even gonna lie. Like last podcast when I said this is how the episode's gonna go. They're gonna see an evolution. Evie gets excited. Chloe's like, "Yo, let's go see that evolution." I was right. They copied that word for flipping word. They look at it evolution on the screen. Evie gets excited. They go to where the evolution is. Plot ensues. Evie uses copycat of the evolution. Print money. That is legit what happened. Oh my god,
Oh my
this
god.
episode was like it wasn't bad, but it was boring to watch. Like I was not excited to watch this episode. Like the only reason why I watched this episode, to be honest, was because I had to do the podcast. So I was like, okay, I gotta watch this episode for the podcast, but I don't want to. Like we
That's
got to
interesting
see,
because when I did reviews on my channel regarding the episodes, which I haven't been able to do in a while because episode reviews take a good chunk of time, and I don't have my laptop either right now. And
yeah,
this time I'm definitely going to go buy a good one because the one I have right now is not going to run film more at all. That's for sure. And I need a
oh,
good one because I will probably do some gaming content too. So, but when I did review videos or about the episodes, it was like mostly due to I saw the episodes mainly because I had to talk about them in my reviews. Otherwise, during when the time like Sun and Moon was airing, I was just more of a chill guy for the first part, and when around the second part came to the series. And with Journeys, it when the time I started my review series, it was around like the Dracovish episode, and it was going kind of slow paced during that time. So I was like, I didn't drop it. I'm probably going to make every episode review after 50 episode number 50. But it takes a good chunk of time. So, but I have to see the episode out of obligation rather than being more enthusiastic about the
yeah,
episode. Yeah.
yeah. I
Usually,
have the same. I had
yeah,
the same issue.
yeah,
But
and the same. Yeah.
sorry, no, you continue. You continue. You're saying.
No, I am done. So, what's your rating of the episode?
Honestly, my rating of the episode is a 5 out of 10. Like it was just okay. I guess we should talk about the preview.
Yeah, we should talk about the preview. Diana is probably going to come in a while. Um,
Yeah,
the preview was like,
it's coming.
so
Hi.
Jane, first off, I think this is episode number 80. Uh, so
Yeah.
I think Ra and the one another guy whose name I forgot were like hyping up episode number 80 as if they had received any leak or something before the preview came out, and then we got the information. So I had quite few expectations from it. Then we saw finally got to see the preview, and according to the preview, like it was quite obvious, but Ashahi has the other form of Urshifu, being the rapid
Yeah.
strike form, which is nice
Mhm.
because like, I don't know if we are going to see that much of these two Pokemon. They will probably just pop up whenever these trainers are in the episode, which they are hardly are. And then, but I want to say I like the normal single strike Urshifu a bit more, but the rapid
Mm,
style one is okay to me. So I'm not really exactly hyped, but it suits Ashahi, I guess. Then also,
yeah.
but this makes me a little like interested in what will happen to Kupfu since we are bound to see it. Being the mascot of the Isle of Armor, it has not been shown to us. Um, According to this, Ash and Go have returned back to the Unova region cave, or we can say the ruins, where they fought the
That's
Golars.
a resort.
Now they're going into the other hidden area, which was uncovered during that fight. That
Mm,
was the Golden area. And if you would remember, the character of the day in that episode had a shiny Psyduck. So now it makes a lot more sense of why he was at this area in the first place, because he probably heard some rumor about the shiny Pokemon, which was of course the Volcrona or something, I think. and that is why he got excited and came here. And when the hidden place was revealed, he said, "Maybe I will find a shiny Pokemon here." So that's like a good continuation or a hint towards this one.
Mm,
Then the episode seems weird in the sense that there are eggs with larvesta in them, and it is said how one of the larvesta is going to evolve into Volcrona. So maybe like what is going to be like? It just hatched and now it's going to evolve or something. I am a bit complicated. Go as usual is trying to prevent the eggs from getting destroyed. And then we one thing I like about this episode is the Inteleon, because unlike Grizzle who got no showing, we are finally getting to see uh, Inteleon do something. It's kind of similar to how Cinderace and Lucario got a good showing in the Mewtwo episode. So I'm assuming we will see a fight between Shiny Volcrona and Inteleon.
mm,
Yeah, and there are, I think, one another dude who came in the first Unova journey, the first Unova episode, who was who also had a counterpart in the Kanto's museum, if you would remember.
mm.
Yeah, that dude is here as well. I don't know if that's important or anything, but that's I just wanted to say. Now for the rest of the stuff,
I don't think he's gonna be too important.
what?
I said I don't think he's gonna be too important.
Yeah. Um, and finally, the preview was just good in the sense that we are finally getting something related to Project Mew after a good chunk of time. It's been too long, and I'm looking forward to it for a while, well, like for once.
Mm.
And that's my thoughts. I have a few more Anipok related stuff, but you may go first with your thoughts about the preview.
Honestly, I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Like, I'm not super hyped or happy. I'm just,
Let's be fair here.
eh.
You are almost never hyped for anything and Pokemon related nowadays.
Oh my, like I don't know how to explain why I'm not hyped for Pokemon stuff anymore. It's probably like the last 2 years of the Pokemon fan base has ruined me to the point where if I get hyped for anything, somebody's gonna ruin it with either a stupid comment or just or like I just can't get hyped for it. But this also again falls into my understanding of what this Project New episode is gonna be. I can't wait for this Project New episode to challenge Go in new and interesting ways. Oh wait, Go catches the same Pokemon the same way he catches every other Pokemon by by talking about his past and how he had no friends. Wow, it's almost like this is every Go capture ever. We were talking about the Cubone episode earlier. We were talking about this Cubone episode earlier. I was like, yeah, that's great. 5 episodes later, they use the same plot again. That's great. 5 episodes later, they use the same plot again. You mind changing it up a bit? 5 episodes later, they use the same plot. It gets tiring. Shit, do something else with this guy. Honestly, go. I don't like Go captures anymore. If Go captures a Kung Fu, I am not going to care because I know how it's gonna be. Like Kung Fu is gonna be
Listen,
shy.
listen,
It goes
listen, listen,
like he
listen.
used to be shy.
Listen,
Fucking shit.
go can't catch Cubone like that because according to the games by Mustard. So even if he catch it, so don't worry there. It's going to be different as compared to the other catches if he does so. But yeah, I get your point. What you are trying to imply here, as go the typical go catches is just like basically the same Ninetales plot again, and it can be a lot. And I mean the same Golurk plot again, and I'm not really exactly that keen on it. But yeah, like you said, the preview there is this issue which unfortunately every Journey's episode have.
Like
And like
all they need to do is use something else. Like
Hi guys, I'm here.
challenge. Like, oh, and Dino's here. What the flipping do? Like challenge Go. Like don't make him go through the same plot over and over again. The whole reason why DP worked so much is because we challenged Ash. We just didn't bring somebody who used the same plot point over and over and over again.
yeah, that's why
We
DP I
have
think
Gary.
that's the
We have
reason.
Gary. Gary more annoys Go rather than flipping shits like challenges him. Go is still very much a novice. I wanted him to be rejected from Project Mu. I wanted him to try again. He caught. He
Listen,
literally
listen.
caught Suicune by f***ing luck. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know how much I f***ing hate the Suicune capture. It's not that Cole caught Suicune is my problem. It's how it was executed.
Yeah, I know, I know. I think I have heard that before. Okay. And what were you saying about before this again? I forgot. I wanted to add one point before the Suicune one. Oh yeah, the Gary one, like that he came here just to annoy him.
Yeah, he's just there to
Yeah,
annoy him, honestly.
that's I have an okay. I have kind of I don't know if we can say anything about him that I like most of the community's headcanon, or we can say assumption. Gary is not Go's rival. Like even when a rival is
He's
made, it's most yeah. Listen, when rival is made, it's more or less stated that yeah, this dude is my rival, or yeah, I have to overcome this dude. But with
mm,
Gary, it was not like that. He just mainly exists here because he's a strong trainer who had a good track in Fernip. But and later on, he just challenges Go to his like what his beliefs are, and that is he really all that good or not. So it was good for that episode, but the problem was that it was not carried on forward. They did about it, and
that's
yeah,
my issue.
not that as good as they seem, and which was proven in that episode itself due to Cinderace not being able to do anything. But they didn't carry it on, and he somehow manages to catch both Ninetales and a good chunk of other Pokemon. So yeah, the writing is pretty bad, but that's it. I mean, I don't really have much to say about that. And like you said,
Like don't
your
get
yeah,
like, like don't get me wrong. Go is a great character. Like he's a good character. But if you keep on using the same plot point, I'm eventually not gonna like him. Like have go through a losing or depression or I don't know. Just do something else with the character. How about you have him isolated from Ash? This kid has a codependency on this guy. You do realize that, right? If Go is alone, he suffers. Like if Ash is with his other friends, Go suffers alone. Have Go meet other people other than Ash. Have him challenge himself.
yeah, agreed.
Get him out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, agreed with that. So, do you know? Have you seen the episode now?
Yeah, I have seen the episode. So should I
So,
just give
Later
a
than
quick
everyone else.
quick review?
Yeah.
Okay. So this episode, an interesting one. No, it wasn't interesting. It was just boring. Like, I'm sorry, the episode. There isn't anything inherently bad with the episode, but it was just straight up boring. I feel like I just wasted 20 minutes of my time, and
That's what I said.
like the plot makes absolutely no sense. Like that one guy, Katsuki was his name. By the way, I have like I hear my echo like
That's
anyways,
just Sam's mic, I think.
yeah, and this Katsuki guy, his motivation makes like no sense. Like he kind of want to avenge his ancestors, but it kind of like I think Katsuki helped Haruki more than he wanted to, like ruin the ceremony. Like the whole plot just didn't make sense. I just didn't care about anything that happened in the episode. I feel like the only reason why they made the episode was just to give like a new new evolution screen time. But that's also my problem. Like you're making a Chloe and
that's
Eevee episode with evolutions.
they do this every time. Be it with
What
Vaporeon,
did I say last?
Jen's whole motivation is to just showcase Pokemon, and it's boring.
Yeah, and like last time they showed off like a Vaporeon, it has an interesting concept, like with the marine race and also to show off Draco, which at least had an interesting plot. This plot is just straight up, it's just straight up boring. Like, why would you even do that? Like I don't even get it. Why did you do an Eevee development episode if Eevee had like literally zero development in a whole episode? All Eevee does is use copycat, like in every Eevee episode ever. Like there is no development. It's not existent.
What did I say last week? Last week, I straight up said they're gonna look at the screen, see evolution. Eevee's gonna get excited. The journey happened. Yeah, let's do it. I told you, the journey's trail isn't Ash going Koharu. It's Ash going Eevee. Fudge me, cause Koharu doesn't get any focus. I think she stopped getting focus episodes. It's Koharu and Eevee. It's not even. It's Eevee and Koharu, not Koharu and Eevee. I don't know who's the trainer and who's the Pokemon at this point.
I think my rating would be a okay, cool out of 10.
You gotta give a number. That doesn't work.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, so it's overall the net rating of the episode is a 5 out of 10, which is like the definition of a mediocre episode. And now I want to add 2 more points, which I liked and disliked about the episode. The first is that there has been new soundtracks by Hayashi, and I actually really enjoyed them during the episode, because one thing I really enjoy like any anime is the soundtrack. And if I'm getting new ones, I'm happy, because I'm tired of hearing the same one over and over again. So that was a good thing. And for some reason, this is a bad point, that for some reason they have decided to reuse the Dark Pulse animation from Sun Moon, because they were lazy to use the new one.
To be fair,
that was such a minor thing, but that just annoyed me so much.
To be fair, Dark Pulse isn't a move that's used too often by the main cast like Thunderbolt or Water Gun is, so they really don't have to make a new animation for it if they don't have to.
Yeah, that's okay. And the last point is that so far in Journeys, I think Ash and Go have not been like more pointless than they were in this episode. Like, seriously, do you guys think Ash and Go really needed to be in this episode in the first place? Or did
Could
they
have
like
just been
brought
in
to
the
table?
beginning. They could have just been in the beginning, and they did not have to be in the rest of the episode. I'm going to be completely
That
honest.
would have been better, because they were just there in the episode. We were forced to like believe that they are in the episode, but they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They really didn't do anything. They really
Honestly,
didn't do anything.
Honestly, like you guys are saying that Go and Ash are not needed in the episode. Like this might sound mean, like for the animator that spent time to it. But I would prefer if this episode just didn't exist. Like why? I would prefer.
I would completely agree with that.
I'm not saying anything bad against the animator or someone, but I'm just saying that it would have been like I would have wanted them to do something more that's more related to the story than the animators one. That either just keep them story or just keep them away, because we have seen the same plot with the Volkner, that Ash was doing the battle while Go was just sitting in the sideline, and it appeared only once. They could have done the same with Chloe, that show that Ash and Go are in the lab, but after that they don't appear for the rest of the episode. Or maybe just pull a episode by saying that they just appeared in, that they don't appear at all, because it's okay. But I guess that's fine if we didn't do that. Anyways, now I wanted to talk about the new Anipoke. Wait a second, Dino, have you talked about the preview yet?
Yeah, I was about to say, Dino didn't talk about his thoughts on the preview.
Yeah, and I want to add like one last point to the episode. This has been a new problem in Journeys has happened. Like this happened in the last episode, and it happened also in this episode. Some evil guys do some evil stuff, and they get away with it with no consequences. Like this guy literally kidnapped a 10-year-old girl. Why doesn't he get any consequences? That's so stupid. Yeah,
because he's a character of the day. Silly Dino, this is Pokemon Journeys. We don't have consequences.
Listen. Hunter J in DP had the consequences that she lost her life. And all the only one instance in Journeys which I can see was the consequence one, was that one episode of the Suicune where the hunters were arrested, and that's it.
Yeah, you hunted down a literal
ending.
You hunted a literal demigod. Yeah, you're under arrest. You're just under arrest.
Yeah, okay, so I'll talk about my thoughts of the preview. Yeah, there's nothing too much to say about it. I think the preview is just like showing what's happening in the new episode. I'm hyped for a new episode, but the preview was just okay. I will see what next episode will be.
Anyways, now I will talk about another detail, or we can say I don't know, whatever it is. But we have received some new information regarding the new Pokemaniacs episode, being I don't know what it was, the title, but it was like Blue Pokemaniacs, a clash or something. So with
Oh
that,
yeah, that.
we have received the information that Voltorb, or rather we can say shiny Voltorb, is going to appear in this episode among a good other chunk of shiny Pokemon. So like, although overall this episode is probably going to be mid, I'm very happy for this episode because shiny Voltorb was like my first legit shiny capture of any Pokemon. It was the first shiny Pokemon I caught. So I'm kind of attached. We can say it's kind of my bias or something. But I am looking forward to this episode for some stupid reason. Although it's dumb, but it
Yeah.
is what it is. Yeah. And the other thing which I'm hoping which will happen in this episode is that we will get a flashback or just of Ash's Noctowl being a shiny Pokemon which has, I don't know when was the last time he appeared, probably the black and white picture, and then he was never seen again.
Yeah, that's
So
the last time I think he appeared.
yeah, I just want to see a glimpse because Ash's Pokemon are constantly being referenced like Torterra and Fernape and all of the other ones. I hope Noctowl is mentioned in this one. And overall, we don't really have any other stuff to talk about this episode other than the fact that the Psyduck dude from the first uh, episode might come back. I don't think you guys have
Yeah,
many opinions on this episode, do you?
I don't really have an opinion on it. It
Yeah,
looks like another filler episode. I really don't care for it.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah,
won't.
I
Yeah, yeah.
definitely hope the shiny hunter comes back. Like, if he doesn't come back, it's just straight up wasted opportunity. Like, next episode, they're like literally visiting the same ruin they met the shiny hunters. They're referencing that episode. So if we have a new episode of shiny Pokemon, I think it is a must to add that character.
Yeah, agreed with that. And we have seen a previous character of the day's return in Journey, so I'm hoping for that. Now I wanted to talk about. Keep me on this one. Now I want to talk about two things. First, should I go with Pokemon or should I go with Marvel?
Let's go with
Yay,
Pokemon
Marvel
first.
Eat podcast.
We'll go with Pokemon first, then Marvel. DNO.
Okay, listen. I don't. Okay. For Pokemon, the recent hype news of that a new web anime series is made named Pokemon Evolutions, which has cool animation and it is going to have 8 episodes starting from 9th, and I like it a lot. So from what I've seen in the trailer, other than Leon's stupid face, because I love Leon, but he looks so stupid in that. He's like one of my favorite characters, but he looks stupid in that
Zero.
trailer.
If you're ever gonna do one thing, take that out of context as a clip and then post it in the mod chat. Oh my god.
What happened?
No, it's the way you said Leon's stupid face out of nowhere. Usually I'm the one who says stuff like that.
Anyway, so from so far what we have seen in Evolution. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so from so far we have seen in Pokemon Evolution's trailer, it is going to focus around all the 8 regions, giving 1 episode to each one. And the one I'm most hyped for is the Kanto episode because Leaf is finally going to get animated. something which I have waited for like years, maybe like or so, which I
Mm,
am finally getting. So I'm happy at that point. But
mm.
really, my thinking now. Maybe I don't know. You may go with your thoughts now, Dino and Samurai, about this new series.
So Dino, do you want to go first or should I go first? Because I think we're gonna have another samurai rant
Yeah,
session.
I will.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I
I
will go
got some
first.
opinions. Yeah, you
Yeah, I
better
know.
go.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. So I think the series will be fine. Like new Pokemon content is always good. I'm always happy to check it out. The animation and the animation definitely looks good. Like it's like I hope it's like the Twilight Wings level.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like I'm not particular like too hyped for the series. I will just check it out every week. But yeah,
That's fair. I'm yet to see your review on like based on the trailer. So people, if
yeah,
you are watching this podcast, make sure to check out DNO's preview, or we can say DNO's review on this trailer. The link would be in the description.
Yes, yes,
yes.
I will totally put that in the description. I will not be lazy and just link Dino's channel. I will totally put that in the description.
Yeah, let's go with your thoughts now.
All right, this trailer looks nice. It looks really good. It's
Let's
I'm happy. I'm not super hyped because I don't get hyped for things anymore. I'm not as hyped as everybody else. But the one issue that I'm gonna have with this, and that's eventually gonna come, and I talked to some friends about this. When these things come out, all I'm gonna hear is, "Why can't this just be the anime? Why can't this just be? There's a
listen.
reason why this
That
isn't the flipping."
that that that's my issue. That's my goddamn issue. Literally every time a new anime series or like even that gotcha video from I think the previous year came,
Yeah,
I just criticize the main anime. Like I know the Pokemon doesn't have the best, we can say best animation and best visuals as compared to most of the other anime, but people comparing a 25-year-old to just skits to some skits which are just I don't know having much more animation work poured into and took ridiculous amounts of time. That's just
that's not
stupid.
even that's
I actually
that's
hate
not
it
even
so
one of my
much.
main issues. Another one of my main issues is that if this was the main anime, stuff like Pokemon Generations, Evolutions, Origins, they wouldn't be special anymore because we would literally get them all the time. Pokemon fans again, most ungrateful fans ever. This is what happens when you get stuff regularly. Other franchises that Nintendo owns that could use an anime like Legend of Zelda, Fire Emblem, thing I don't know, Kirby. Actually, Kirby did get an anime. Kirby, like these shows could use a revival, but no, Pokemon has one of the longest running animes. Yet all everybody can seem to do is criticize it and say it should be more like the games. Well, let's make the anime more like the games, and we could have shit Origins, which was really just an X and Y tribute. But what the was Origins? Everybody treats Origins like it's top tier. No, it was not. Red was the
Listen,
most
listen.
boring protagonist I have ever seen in my life.
Thank you.
Like there was no difference between him and Ash. Whoa, because he was called Red. Yeah, his name was Red because his dad wanted to name him after a fire. You
No,
know, shut up. Just
there is
call him
difference
Red.
between him and Ash. There is difference between him and Ash. Ash was much better. Ash was much more enjoyable.
True, because Ash grows. All Red did was listen to Brock once. And keep in mind, they keep this in mind for people who watch the original anime. Brock isn't supposed to be that knowledgeable. This is Brock from the actual anime, not Brock from Origins. That is the same character. I don't care. They're treating it like it's the same character, so I'm gonna treat it like it's the same character. Shit. I listened to Brock once, and now I have a deep bond with
Okay,
my
so
Pokemon.
if we are going,
Shut up.
listen, if we are going on like Pokemon Origins discourse, I want to add on the point. Um, The reason I love Origins, but not because of Red. I kind of like hate dislike relationship with the Red. Like he's not just like a very bad dude or something, but for years I have been seeing memes about him being compared to Ash that I just he kind of just bugs me now. Then think about it,
I understand.
both of you.
I
Listen, both of
understand.
you. Yes. What were you saying? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I was saying that yeah, Red is just okay, but literally every other protag after him in the games, even in the Gold, canonically beated Red. That dude from Ruby and Sapphire helped save the world from a meteor. That dude from I don't know, Diamond and Pearl caught a literal god.
Lucas.
The dude from Black and White did something I don't know. I mean, I know, but I'm not going to go into much detail. The dude in Sun and Moon caught not only the Sun Legendary, but also became the first champion of a region, which is just a huge bigger deal than becoming any normal champion. So Red, I find him extremely
That's
meh. Yeah. What were you saying?
that's what I'm saying. Red isn't that impressive when you compare him to Ash, because yeah, Red caught. Oh well, Red
Listen,
completed the Pokédex. Technically, he didn't.
yeah,
Because Mewtwo is still in gold and silver, which implies Red never caught Mewtwo, and you can also catch Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, which also implies that he didn't complete the Pokedex. So therefore, Red didn't complete the Pokedex. He didn't do jack shit. He was just a normal guy that everybody overhyped. Well, no, because Ash doesn't evolve every single Pokemon he has. He's apparently a shit trainer.
yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, it's one thing if you dislike the anime and just fell off of it.
Yeah, now the thing I want to add on about, let's say, Pokemon Origins, I will like next year. I'm probably going to even make about an video series about all these small Pokemon mini series, ranging from Origins all the way to
Mm-hmm.
Evolution. So I'm going to add. That's going to be a more detailed review, which I would like if you and Diana would join me in that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Yeah, but for now, I want to say that Origins is, for me personally, is carried by my Kanto bias and which was good, and Charizard. These three are the only aspects due to which I like Origins. I don't care about Red. I don't care about what all has been done in the episode because there was not any particular bond between him and Charizard because it was continuously mentioned, but I couldn't feel it. They never had a non-battle moment among each other. Not even like,
They really
oh
didn't.
hello, are you doing fine? Or maybe feed him some food or something. But no, they never had it. And then the story was just mostly same as Kanto, although there are a few more additions which I liked. So Origins was definitely among the weaker parts of this of these short anime series. Then we of course got I think we got Pokemon X YZ special Mega Evolution specials, which I don't know if counts as specific specials or not because they are technically linked with
No, because
the.
they're connected to the anime, so they really don't
Yes, I
count.
don't know if they count or not. And then
Yeah,
we
because they're
finally,
like Chronicles.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
Chronicles. And then we got Pokemon Generations, which seems to like overall, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, and finally we got Twilight Wings, unless if I'm missing something, as always. Um, and then we finally have Evolution. So far, of course, I have no detail of what's going to be, but with things like the Barry episode or the Leaf episode, I am pretty hyped about them. And I think, like Diano said, I am probably just going to watch it every other week and say my thoughts about it. See if I find it impressive or not. The first episode of this series is probably going to be on 9th, from what I've heard. and I don't know if
Yeah, I think he's on a knife.
I don't know where you can see them. Maybe on YouTube or somewhere else. I don't know about that.
It's
So,
gonna
and the
be like
final thing,
Twilight Wing, so
yeah, it's probably going to be
Pokemon
on.
channel will officially release it on their YouTube, so you'll catch it there.
Yeah, and the first episode is about Gala and Leon. That's just a little information for both of you and anybody else knowing. Anybody else to know.
Yeah,
Now I think we all are done with Pokemon because I want to start another topic being Marvel.
yeah. The
Yeah,
latest
sure.
episode of What If came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the latest episode of What If came out, but we don't spoil it here in case either one of us don't watch it or somebody in the audience don't watch it. Since I don't know if Sam or have watched the new episode of What If, we don't cover it.
What do you say?
So this What If was about Doctor Strange. So since Nino's probably the biggest Doctor Strange fan I know, I'm gonna let him go first.
Yeah.
I'm not a big. I'm not even a big Doctor Strange fan, but whatever.
Your name starts with D, and his name starts with D. You are doing it. I don't care.
Okay, so we're allowed to spoil it, right?
Yeah, just do it. I
I'm
don't.
assuming. All right. Spoiler alert! This is your chance to click off the video. I already gave the spoiler alert, so yeah, go ahead, Dino.
Yeah. Well, okay. The episode was good. Like, but I have the one problem I have with the episode is not even the episode itself. It is the fact that everyone praises like it's the masterpiece you have never seen. I found like it was a fine episode, but more than that, I don't think there was anything more than that. I loved the last episode, and this episode was fine. The plot was okay, but yeah.
Wow, people praising a Marvel TV show like it's the best thing ever. Where have I seen this before? WandaVision.
Wow.
I don't care. WandaVision is the most okay show I've ever watched. It's not bad, but at the same time, everybody's treating it like it's the second coming of God. Like, what the? It's okay, guys. Elizabeth Olsen is an actor, and Wanda isn't that. She's not the best character the MCU has ever written. She's mediocre. She had a family. She lost her family. Who told her not to kill Vision? Vision told her to kill him. She didn't want to do it, and she fucked it up. Therefore, blame her.
Say that to Comid.
Oh my god. Yeah, he definitely overhypes it from what I can see. Like, because everybody was talking about WandaVision is the greatest. Yo, WandaVision slaps. Yo, this episode of WandaVision hit different. I was like, yo, I can't wait to watch this series. It looks lit. I watched the first episode. What was the fuck was that shit? That shit was so mid, it hurt.
Okay, so I was apparently I don't know much, but has there a new MCU movie came around?
Oh yeah,
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of
Yeah,
the
and
Ten Rings.
I've seen it.
Okay. Funny occurrence. I just came back from cinema watching Shang-Chi, so I have like the freshest opinion you can get.
Yeah, there's one issue I have with Shang-Chi, right? Now, it's not the issue that you think I'm going to bring up. The main actor, he worked on a TV show that I used to watch. So, you know when you see an actor from a TV show you used to watch, but you could only see him as that character?
Yeah.
That's the issue I have. It's not even an issue with the movie itself. It's like, why is the guy from King Convenience kicking everybody around? Like, he's a nice guy.
Wait, so can I say my opinion to Shang-Chi real quick? I will keep it spoiler free for everyone that haven't seen it.
Yeah, knock yourself out. I don't care about spoilers personally because it's not a movie I'm super into, but I want to watch it when I get the chance.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't care for spoilers either, but I would probably watch the movie. It's one of these days.
So, for even forgetting the fact that I'm Asian, this episode was just like this movie. I keep saying this episode, and we're always discussing about series. This
Dino
movie
was
is.
Asian?
I told you that, didn't I?
I know. The joke is like people keep on forgetting the fact that I'm Asian, and I just pretended like I forgot. That was the joke.
Ah,
That was a
Dino's
very bad joke.
Asian? No, that was hilarious.
Yeah, sure. So,
Continue with your opinion.
anyways, this this movie, this movie was like, this movie is one of the best MCU movies
Your version of Black
I've
Panther?
seen. Black Panther is overhyped. Don't don't discuss.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
Black
you
Panther
didn't
was
expect me to agree with that.
Black Panther was good, but it's like it's not a
It's
masterpiece. It
good,
was just good.
but not as good as everybody says it is. I got what you mean.
Yeah, but
Because I told like I remember I told like people that I said Black Panther is an okay movie, but the media overhyped it, and like three people in the group like, yeah, I know, right? And the other was like, no, it was a masterpiece. What do you mean masterpiece? This movie could have been solved in 5 minutes. All they had to do was use the car stoppers on Killmonger's vehicle that he used to escape with Claw, and the movie would have essentially been over. You're telling me T'Challa didn't have the Black Panther suit with him at all times? I smell some cap in the air. Say what you want about Iron Man, but at least he always made sure he had the Iron Man suit when he needed it. Who's the real smart one here?
Yeah.
Sorry, Dino,
So,
continue.
like, I have some problem with the final fights of Shang-Chi, but everything that came before it, it was just so good. Like, it's one of the best. It's the best MCU. Okay, that doesn't say a lot since there are only 2 movies between Endgame and Shang-Chi, but it's the best movie I've seen since Endgame, and the best standalone one since Thor Ragnarok. Maybe even better than Thor Ragnarok. I really enjoyed the movie, and I recommend that everyone that like didn't have interest in this movie to watch it. It really is surprisingly good.
Like it looks interesting, but it's probably gonna be a movie I watch when I get some free time.
Yeah, and I don't know if it is fair to compare it to Black Widow, but it's much better than Black Widow.
Then again, I thought Black Widow was pretty mid.
Yeah, it was good, but that's it.
I'm gonna say this, and everybody's probably gonna agree with me. We probably should have had a Black Widow movie before we had Iron Man 2.
yes.
I would say we should have just like have the Black Widow movie we had like just before Infinity War. Like it would still be an okay movie, but it would have like more impact.
Actually, you know what they should have done? Instead of releasing the Captain Marvel movie, the Black Widow movie should have gone in its place, and then released the Captain Marvel movie as one of the movies after Endgame.
Yeah,
because it honestly could have become before or after.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone needed to know Captain Marvel's backstory before watching Endgame, since she does play a role in Endgame, but like
not as big as role as
matter.
It really doesn't. Not to mention, Captain Marvel doesn't really do anything.
Like the only
she doesn't really.
Yeah, technically she doesn't.
Like, it would be one thing if she was the one to use the Infinity Gauntlet instead of Thor. So I was like, okay, she clearly carried something. No, she didn't do anything. Like Iron Man was the one who made the sacrifice. Captain America went back in time to live as an old man. We got Professor Hulk. Thor went with the Guardians of the Galaxy into space. Captain Marvel went to go off somewhere. I don't know. That as long as we all can admit that the best MCU film is Iron Man 3. All right, that's especially a podcast everybody bought.
Samurai taking Elsa in.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It's not the best. It's not the best one. It's not the best one.
But to be fair, I think Iron Man 3 is overhated. In my opinion, Iron Man 3 is the best Iron Man movie.
Yeah,
It is the best Iron Man movie. I'll agree with that.
And especially after Shang-Chi, since you all know from the trailer, Shang-Chi, that's not a spoiler. The Mandarin is like the real Mandarin is in Shang-Chi, and it just made the fact better that the Mandarin didn't appear in Iron Man 3, so what? The character wasn't wasted.
The Mandarin. He's so And the weirdest is like he's just so Like I'm not even a big fan of him in the comics. Like in the comics he's in the shows he's in the movies he was MCU villains, they don't really have good villains. Like MCU doesn't really have that many good villains if you go with all the villains. I guess the best villain we have is Thanos.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that part.
Talking about MCU villains, the real Mandarin in Shang-Chi is a really good villain, in my opinion.
All right, I have a topic to bring up, and this relates to something we talked about last week. So apparently, apparently, Sonic Colors Ultimate has been an incredible. Apparently it has been a bad port for Switch, especially for Switch, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox One. But some interesting developments happened yesterday, where it was discovered that one of the people that was showing off the glitch was actually using a Switch emulator on their PC, but in reality, there's some graphical hiccups. So it's really weird on whether or not it's a good port to buy. Would I recommend buying it? No, I would recommend waiting for a patch, if anything, or waiting until like just getting it on an emulator. Get the regular Sonic Colors on an emulator.
Yeah, but like the glitches were like on an emulator,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not even into the Sonic fan, but I have like seen those glitches being there, and I was like, my mind was going into some other direction. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hypnotizing.
However, this got me thinking. If you could port one game from any system onto the Switch, what game would it be? Doesn't matter what franchise it would be.
Good question. I have one.
I swear to God, if this is Pikmin.
Pikmin already has support on the Switch.
Oh.
I think it would be. It does. Pikmin 3 was ported on.
Oh yeah, Switch. It was. Pikmin 3 came out on the Wii U. Oh my God, I forgot about the. I forgot it was a Wii U game.
Yeah, what I want to say. I don't know if you guys know the game. That one game called like Fire Boy and Ice Girl.
Dino, why would we put a Flash game onto the Nintendo Switch?
Because the Nintendo Switch is red and blue and is designed to be played by 2 players.
Dino, are you flipping high right now? No!
You can like literally control the red one with the red controller.
No! Okay, but what about people? Okay, but Dino, what about people with 2 gray Joy-Cons? They're just fucked?
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you see how you...
Cool.
Yo, but you see how that's stupid, right? Because their whole gimmick is you can use the neon blue and red. What if you have double gray? Go fuck yourself.
Okay, guys.
But
So
I thought you
Yeah.
could have said any other game in existence, but this guy chose a Flash game. Get the out of here.
technically, the Flash has Chrome is no longer supporting Flash, so that would be nice.
Don't support him. Shit, man. Don't support this man. I thought we were gonna get through one podcast without Dino pissing me off, but no, f***ing this bullshit. But I don't know
Listen,
why
so
you. Where did that even come from? The shit.
yeah,
Nah, I'm making a tweet asking people if that's a W or L.
That's a f***ing L. That is the biggest f***ing L I've ever seen in my f***ing life. Jeez.
no, I think that's a W. I'll
No,
have
it's not. No, because if people have non-red and blue Joy cards, they're fucked.
Okay, anyways, personally, the game I don't really have any games on Switch because I don't have Switch, and the only game which I overall is like Minecraft, which is already on it. So yeah, I don't really have any.
All right, so the game I would probably port to the Switch is I have two. I would probably port the original Crash Bandicoot or Spyro games, or the God of War games to the Switch.
God of War, that would be nice.
Like the original ones on the PS2.
Yeah, no.
And everybody thought I was gonna say a Fire Emblem game or a Sonic game. That just goes to show that I'm diverse. That everybody owes me a everybody owes me an apology.
Like frankly speaking, at the current time, and the thing which I associate you with the most is Sonic. That's the Sonic and Fire Emblem, but mostly that's something you all talk about.
Okay, to be fair, if I don't talk about it, nobody else will.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause like I'm the Fire Emblem guy. There's Fire Emblem, dude. I gotta talk about it.
We don't want a Sonic 8 podcast, do we?
This is not gonna be the Sonic 8 podcast. I will never let it be that ever.
Anyway, so as for other stuff, I want to just talk about a few things.
This actually relates to Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently, some screenshots have been leaked of Arc 5 World and them teaching you how to pendulum summon, with a lot of people saying they're going to uninstall the game due to pendulums being added. So, like, I personally don't like pendulums.
Pendulums are annoying.
They're annoying. I know they are very annoying, especially with Duel Links and them having the 3 monster squares instead of 5. You could only.
That's why I Nexus.
What?
That's why Nexus is better. Like there are 5.
It is better, but Duel Links is a lot more simpler and it's a lot more accessible.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but that's all the topics I got. I can go briefly check Twitter's trending page.
What you guys are up to? Like personally, what I have been doing in the recent days is, since I don't really have my main laptop at the moment, I have been just watching animes here and there. One thing I have seen is one thing I started is the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga, since I have finished the show a while ago. And so far, I want to say it's good. Like, I don't know.
Wait,
I know that.
So you read the manga, but you still will watch 5Ds?
I am seeing the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga. which I'm watching right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I finished Yu-Gi-Oh! GX a while ago, and it was amazing. And now I am starting with the manga. Has a different story to the anime, so I am interested in seeing all of it. And I already like Cyrus a lot more in the manga. In the anime, he was such a
Cyrus
bitch.
is still a bitch.
Yeah, but in the manga, yeah, he is. But
For once,
in the
me and
manga,
Sam agree. Cyrus was a bitch.
no, like Cyrus. He is Cyrus of Zane, and that's it.
Oh,
I mean,
that's hilarious.
technically, he used to be like Aiden's favorite, like best friend, but he doesn't really work in that way. The writers tried to win the role of Joy, but it didn't work because Cyrus ditched Jaden when he was like uh, partially being controlled by the Supreme King. What was that? That completely ruined his character for me. The only moment of Cyrus which I genuinely liked was when he was promoted to Ryo, but other than that, he's just a main character. But in the manga, he is a bit better. And
Yeah, I've read some of the
other than
manga.
the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga, what I have been doing of the anime department is started season of MHA, which took me a
Wow.
good which took me a good chunk of time. So I was like not really much into it, but since there's another dude I have on Twitter who is surprisingly also named Sam, and seeing his tweets kind of like motivated me to continue MHA. And from what I have seen,
Mm,
many people like season 2 a lot, and first episode was good.
mm. So what I've been doing is I've been on break from YouTube. Like I've uploaded weekly this entire summer, so I've just been on like a 4 to 3 week break. I'm gonna upload next week. Don't worry, guys. I'm uploading next week weekly. We're going back to weekly uploads until like January. So me, but but I've just been chilling. Drawing, trying to improve my art skills. Other than that, I haven't really been doing anything. But as I already
That's an
said, I do
example of.
plan to do more.
I just want to say that's an example of Samurai never uploading. I upload weekly, unlike Samurai.
First of all, I uploaded weekly this entire summer. Excuse me if I want to take a break.
Oh, but last time I took a break, you said that I
You
never
took a
upload.
break for 3 months. There is a difference.
That's a lie. I
No,
took a
it's not.
break. Look at my record.
Dino, you just started uploading again.
Look, we have 4 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 4 weeks ago. The maximum break I took was 1 month.
Dino, that is a lie, and you know it.
I'm literally on my YouTube studio right now. And my last video was 8 hours ago,
Dino,
unlike you, Samurai.
Dino, what does lying solve? What does lying solve? See, lying
It
doesn't
does so
solve
everything.
issues.
That's why I'm just spitting facts. You're just mad.
No,
Every
you're
time I
not.
spit
I am
facts,
not
you're
mad.
mad.
No,
Your
all you do
last
is
2
spit
videos are
L's.
podcasts where I'm in it.
Technically, those are videos. Those are videos. So I have been uploading. So yeah,
But
shut it.
the one of the podcast
Yeah.
episode literally was edited by Zero and carried by me.
First of all, Zero said he wanted to edit those episodes. Zero says he wants to edit the podcast, so that is his choice. He did not. He doesn't have to do them, but he says he wants to do it. So I am. If you want to do it, that takes more work off my hands. It would help if certain individuals got guests. Dino Annie Poke.
Nah,
Yeah,
I have
that's what
many videos to work on, unlike you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I still have to do my 100 subscriber special. I still need to make a video for World Ash Catching Day. I still need to do the episode breakdown since I just finished the Pokemon Evolution trailer breakdown.
No one told you to do that. See, this is what happens when you upload weekly. It's shit. Suffer.
Anyway,
Okay.
But
so
as I was,
what I have been
I,
planning on to do on YouTube since I think even if I had my laptop right now, I couldn't have done anything because apparently my college has some tests or something, due to which I am going to be busy for the rest of the month and even the beginning of the first of the next month. But a few projects which I have is like a 300 subscribers special. First of all, congratulations to me. And then
you don't congratulate yourself.
Congrats.
Thank you, Dino, for
listen,
being a kind
listen,
citizen.
I'm the sort of person who praises himself. I'm just that sort of person. Call me egoistic or something. And then of course that is going to be like a Q&A video in which I'm going to answer to the questions which I have received on my tweet. So if you both of you would have something else to add, just tell me right now, and I will note it down somewhere.
In January, we're gonna see some non-Anime-Poke related content. The first video that's gonna be non-Anime-Poke related is going to be the underrated arc of Yuma. Sam, that video is gonna be for you and other individuals on Twitter. They knew who they are. Let's just say on Twitter, it's like the laughing wolf meme. We got Sam, we got Meza, we got Sam, we got Niall, we got Meza, and then we got me. And I'm like, Yuma Sukumo's great. And everyone's like, the fuck? No. So maybe, Dino, you should get to watching Yu-Gi-Oh! So you can actually join in these conversations.
And so you're gonna become samurai player.
No, my name is still gonna be Samurai Trainer Z because we'll only get one non-Anime-Poke related video a month. That way, it still stays mainly focused on the Pokemon anime while still giving me something to do off the side.
Yeah, but we still the Marvel 8 podcast.
We're not doing that MCU video. God damn.
to master the Marvel 8 podcast ranks the MCU.
You know what? If we do, if Dino reminds me to rank all the MCU movies next podcast, we will do that next podcast. We will rank all the MCU movies from
Anyways,
first
guys, bye.
to
I
last.
have some busy work to do.
All right, see
Bye,
you,
guys.
Sam. Everybody say your
Right,
goodbyes to
see
Sam.
you.
Yeah, it looks like we
Yeah,
got
just
everything.
just a reminder for Samurai to watch Tokyo Revengers. That's it.
Tokyo Revengers doesn't look appealing to me. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen some screenshots.
You don't have taste. That's why.
I'm gonna be honest. It just doesn't look appealing.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I've seen it around. Just looks eh.
Mm.
But yeah, Pokemon Evolutions was the biggest thing we got this week. So,
Mm.
and hopefully Pokemon fans can be more grateful, because I swear if Pokemon fans were treated the same way Fire Emblem fans were, y'all wouldn't be so bold to complain all the time.
What did Fire Emblem fans do?
First of all, imagine being a part of a fan base that barely gets acknowledged by the general public. And even when you do, they're always talking about how many dang reps you get in Smash Bros. And you agree with everybody, but they constantly blame you because you are the problem, apparently, because you enjoy a franchise. Now imagine you want that franchise, it would be perfect for an anime adaptation, right? But it never got the anime adaptation. And imagine it has manga that they could adapt. But imagine they never adapt those manga. So just imagine you're in this constant cycle of, we need this, but we're not going to get it. Now imagine you also have a trading card game. And this trading card game is actually pretty successful in Japan, but it recently stopped production and it was never released to the West.
Mm.
Now
I get why Samurai is never happy.
And now imagine you have a mobile game, and that mobile game is the only way you get new content without having to import games from Japan and have out. And to all those that have played Pokemon Masters, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Fire Emblem Heroes was Pokemon Masters before Pokemon Masters was a thing. So I'm seeing everybody complain about Pokemon Masters like these wits are so trash. Oh my god, Pokemon Masters is gambling, and I'm like, duh. Fire Emblem Heroes fan over here. I'm a veteran at this stuff. Why do you think I never downloaded it? Ha! I don't have the same problems you do. Goodbye. So now you see, Fire Emblem gets all the same things that Pokemon does. It's just that Pokemon does it so much better. So much so that the fans, since they have all this content, they always expect more. So imagine it's like you spoil a kid, and the kid is always going to expect that same outlook. But when it gets anything but, they get mad, and that's the Pokemon fan base in a nutshell. Spoiled. Like almost all your games are in English. Do you know how hard it is being a fan of any other franchise? Digimon fans don't even know if their franchise is gonna be a thing in the next 5 years. Yu-Gi-Oh fans have to hope that they have enough money to pay for rent because they have to buy such expensive cards. Fire Emblem fans don't even know when they're getting their next game because they expected something at E3 like a trailer, but they didn't really get anything. But guess what? They weren't mad because Fire Emblem fans realize it takes time to do shit and they don't expect the highest quality shit. They just expect quality storytelling, which Fire Emblem is pretty good at most of the time. Pokemon, but everybody wants to harp on Pokemon because of a fucking tree. A fucking tree. I'm still fucking baffled at that. I was like,
I
wait,
will never
y'all
understand
didn't.
why people look at the tree
That's what I
and
like. The game looked fine, but everybody looked at this one singular tree, and the internet lost its shit. I still don't get. I still don't understand why everybody lost their shit at that tree. All right, I think that is everything we got because I already had a samurai rant. So there's nothing else for me to be mad over.
except me.
Dino, I'm gonna be mad at you no matter what. But there is one thing I never knew. But guys, fun fact: did you guys know Dino was in fact Asian?
Yeah, but guys, did you know that samurai only takes L?
I don't take L's. I don't take
Sure.
L's. Also, the
Live in
Pokemon
your own
2000,
delusion.
Pokemon the movie 2000 review was canceled. I don't want to review that movie because that movie is so boring to watch. Oh my god, I legit hate watching that movie because of how boring it is to watch.
Yeah. But that's actually only because Samurai is too lazy to make a video.
First of all, my next video is coming out next week. Then we'll have the what if Dawn went to Kanto. Then what if Ash caught Victini Part 2. You know, that one's finally coming out. And then Ash's Carlos Pokemon ranked. There you go. You happy now, Dino?
Look, guys, Samurai is copying Marvel's idea. What if it was Marvel's idea? Samurai
First
is.
of all, first of all, first of all, Nile is copying me. Second of all, we're gonna see who gets to Alola first. It's gonna be me, duh.
Who gets it a Lola first?
I remember. I fucking remember. He commented on the Universal Pokemon rank video. It's like, you caught up, but I'm about to pass you soon. This was the biggest brain move I've ever seen this guy pull. Then in the next hour, I look on Twitter, he tags me the post, hey Samurai, my Carlos Pokemon video ranked is. I'm like, you son of a bitch! You searched that up on purpose. Like, imagine if me and Dino were both making breakdown videos, right? And Dino released his breakdown video first. But then I comment on his breakdown video, like, nice video. Too bad I have a better one. And then I upload mine the next hour. I was like, bruh.
To be fair, if someone ever like switch up or just have like a full anime channel about breakdown, I'm gonna be mad. I finally has an idea that no one has, and then someone's gonna steal my job.
Wow, it's almost like when I did what ifs, everybody else started doing what ifs. Cause I wrote what ifs, and then I go on Twitter. Colonel Blitz is making what ifs. Aleximo's making what ifs.
Didn't Xanalit also did what if?
It's a weird grade zone. Technically, he does rewrites. What my what ifs are is basically I have to limit myself to what the rules of the show were. I can't really change anything. So let's say I was writing a what if about what if Ash's Bulbasaur evolved. I can only really affect Bulbasaur and the Pokemon around him. I can't affect the story in any way. Like I can't make a villain. I can't change the league drastically. I still have to go by the story, but I can't change anything as I see fit.
Well, but you can do it like Marvel's would have. Now you can like reverse copy them and like have chain reactions and stuff.
Okay, you want to know what sucks? If I can't use the hashtag what if on my Twitter when I release videos, cause then it's gonna be the Marvel hashtag what if, and I'm like, you Marvel, now I can't use this shit.
Yeah.
All right, that's been the Masters A podcast because we have nothing else to do. It's been me, your host Samurai, and this is
your loyal host Dino.
He's not loyal at all. I swear, if Dino got offered to be in like a different podcast, he would leave us without a second thought.
Yeah, it's not like you also always join the Chat, and I never joined another podcast.
Okay, I never actually joined the Chat. They offered me there as a special guest. Okay.
Yeah, and I never was in another podcast.
Okay, Dino. Next time you get all the guests, and Dino. Next time when you get all the guests, and you have to ask them, then you can be on another podcast. Besides, I think we're the old.
Someone told me 2 weeks ago that we were gonna have guests, and guess what?
Actually, we did.
Yeah,
Art Cloud came on.
We got a guest. Isn't a guest at this point. She's more of a Master 8 podcast than half of the Master 8 podcast members.
I mean, Dino's not wrong. Technically, she's a guest. She's just not special anymore.
Nah, we're just kidding. Madison, you're always special in our podcast.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because we need a fourth Lucario person. But yeah, there's just one more announcement we wanted to make at the end of the video. We will probably be looking for new members of the Masters 8 podcast so we can have more people in the podcast at one time. So what we will probably do is we will link an application or like a Google Sheets or something where it doesn't really matter what your experience is. We just did it this way so we can look at who we want to enter into the podcast, like, you know, if they have a YouTube channel or a Twitter account or not, like, you know. So we'll probably put a Google Sheets if I'm not lazy enough to remember. But Dino will remind me next week. That's what Dino's job is. Dino's my secretary.
Sure. No, I'm not Dino, remind secretary. I'm just the mastermind behind the scenes.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm definitely But people won't. Dino doesn't need to know that.
Dino can't even make popcorn without burning his hand off. So how much of a mastermind is he really? Yeah, so we'll be looking for new members of the Masters 8 podcast. We're probably going to still keep the name as Masters 8 just for branding and it's easier to remember. Because, like, there may be more than 8 members, but it's not always 8 members in the podcast at one time. And also, our 1-year anniversary will be coming up pretty soon. Our 1-year anniversary will be coming up in March.
Yeah.
Was it March or was it April? I can't remember.
I think it was March. The March.
I think I
where we? I don't
I
know
think I
when the
made
first
the
episode was.
okay. I think the first episode was in April, but I think we first formed the Masters Aid podcast in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to add on, we technically has more than 8 members since Craig is our trusty 9th member.
Yeah. Craig is more of a Masters 8 member than half of the Masters 8.
Craig isn't Craig like Craig is third place like behind you and me, right? Since like he wasn't there for the first few episodes.
Yeah, technically Craig has made one of the most appearances. So Sam, you're getting beat up by a bot. How do you feel? Sam and I think Sam, Phoenix, and Salami have appeared. Like Salami is 4th under Sam, and then after Salami, it's Phoenix. Zero has only been in one podcast, and I want to get Mel Metal into a podcast. We just all need to like sync up our times.
And Axel was also only one podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so we're gonna do. Like, hopefully on the 1 year anniversary, we can hopefully all schedule a podcast time. Dino said 10 works, so we can all try to schedule around 10 on a very specific day to do a Q&A.
Yeah. Maybe we'll live stream for once.
I don't think we can live stream, because if I have a laptop by then, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. All right, this is the Masters Day podcast. I'm Samurai, and that is Dino, and thank you for listening to the Masters Day podcast. Sayonara, adios.